Good evening, and welcome to the graduation and pinning ceremony for Recruit Class 2024-1. At this time, I'd like to ask everybody to please silence your cell phones as we begin our ceremony. Please rise for the presentation of colors by the Lubbock Fire Rescue Honor Guard, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by firefighter Mark Wentling and invocation by firefighter Kincaid Ramsey.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please bow with me. Heavenly Father, we come before you just so grateful. We want to thank you for keeping us safe during the academy and keeping the certified class as they had gone out on shift. We thank you so much for the family and friends who are here before us, who have supported us this last 6 months or the 6 weeks with the certified guys. Thank you again for everything that you've blessed us with. To your son's name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. First thing, I want to thank Turning Point Church for allowing us to use their facility tonight. We really appreciate y'all allowing us to be here and have our ceremony here. At this time, it's my pleasure to present you with Deputy Chief of Operations, Chief Nick Wilson.
All right, well, good evening, everyone. As he said, my name is Nick Wilson. I'm the Deputy Chief of Operations for Lubbock Fire Rescue, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome each and every one of you this evening to the graduation and pinning ceremony for Recruit Class 2024-1. And I want to start off with this thought, and that is that great public safety does not happen by accident. And the first part of that equation is people. And as you can see over here, on both sides of the room, we have some really incredible people, and you're going to hear from the training staff this evening. You're going to hear from some of the recruits themselves about the obstacles that they had to overcome, all of the skills and knowledge that they had acquired to earn the right to have a badge pinned on them this evening. And I've said it before, and I will say it again, that our people are and always will be our greatest resource. And I tell you what, if you're a family member, you have a lot to be proud of. If you are a citizen of Lubbock, you have a lot to be proud of, and we all have a lot to be optimistic for, because I'm telling you, there are a lot of future leaders and great things coming for Lubbock Fire Rescue with these guys that are sitting in the audience today. So the other part of great public safety doesn't happen by accident is that we have to have a community, we have to have citizens, we have to have local Lubbock or local elected officials that believe in and support public safety. And we have a long and proud tradition in Lubbock, Texas of exactly that. And I'll tell you, I know firefighters all over the state. And whether people want to listen to me or not, I tell everybody that I'm around that Lubbock, Texas is one of the most public safety friendly cities anywhere in the United States. And I believe it, and I will continue to preach it. But again, that doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of investment by our citizens, and again, the support of all the people that we elect. So along those lines, I know we have at least one or more local elected officials in the audience this evening. If you're one of our local officials, please stand up so that we can recognize you this evening. So we have Dr. Jennifer Wilson, Councilwoman from District 5. Sitting next to her, we also have our City Manager, Jared Atkinson. I will tell you, City of Lubbock is comprised of well over 2,000 people, and there are tremendous number of services that we provide and tremendous number of employees that work very hard to provide all the services that our citizens deserve and demand. And he does a tremendous job supporting all of us, including public safety. And so we thank you for what you do, Mr. Atkinson. So the next thing, or people, I guess, that I want to recognize is our tremendous training staff. These individuals that are sitting up on the stage with us this evening, these are the best of the best, the cream of the crop, hand-picked individuals that we have selected to provide the continuing education, the skills, not only to the well over 400 firefighters that are on duty, but to teach and train and mentor and instill the culture of Lubbock Fire Rescue to our newest members, our recruits. And I'm not going to steal all of, I know Chief Lamons has a few words to say about this, but this year was unique. And I want to brag on these guys a little bit because for the last well over 20 years, I believe, did we decide it was 2001 or 2002? Since 2003, Lubbock Fire Rescue has only hired already certified individuals. That means to come to work for us, to apply to work here, you had to have all of your structural firefighter certifications as required by the state of Texas. You also had to, at least as a minimum, be certified as an EMT basic, again, here in the state of Texas. And so we've operated that way for the past 20 years. And so this year was our first year in order to increase our applicant base, make this job a little more accessible. We went back to hiring uncertified individuals. So if you don't know a garden hose from a fire hose, we'll take you in and teach these individuals every single thing that they need to know to get on a fire engine. And again, most of these individuals back in 2003 didn't even work here the last time that we did a full recruit academy. So they developed the curriculum, everything to get these guys from zero to where they are today. And again, just a little bit of brag, these recruits that were uncertified had a 100% first attempt pass rate on all of their state examinations, which is incredible. And I got one more for you. Not only did they have 100% pass rate, first attempt on all of their certifications, their average for all of their tests was 90%, which last time I checked was well above the state average for fire departments and other academies that have been doing this for a long time. And let me tell you what, these guys did a tremendous job. Now let's give them a round of applause. So speaking of our tremendous training staff, it is now my pleasure to introduce Captain John Tunnell with the summary of training for Recruit Class 2024-1.
Thank you, Chief. You stole most of my thunder, but I'll try to follow you. But good evening. My name is John Tunnell. I'm one of the captains in the training division. It's my honor to stand before you today as we celebrate a pivotal moment in the lives of our newest members. This evening marks not just a milestone, but the culmination of a journey filled with determination, perseverance, and growth. Becoming a professional firefighter is no easy feat. It begins with a decision, a leap into the unknown, filled with many questions and uncertainties. Will I make it? Do I have what it takes? And then each of these individuals seated before us took that first step. Like Chief Wilson said, "For the first time since 2003, it didn't matter if you were already certified as a firefighter. The entrance testing for Lubbock Fire Rescue was open to all who were interested. Applicants from all walks of life set out for a chance to do something bigger than themselves. Filled in a room with close to 700 other hopeful applicants, their fate was in the hands of a civil service exam. Those who scored high enough progressed to the candidate physical ability test, the CPAT. This is a test of endurance, agility, and strength, and tests your ability to perform fireground tasks. Simultaneously, they navigated a comprehensive background check, detailing their lives across a 44-page packet. They shared their educational background, employment history, family details, and faced scrutiny on their character and past. A couple of them, Morgan, their background check rested on a few too many speeding tickets. So passing the CPAT and background check led to interviews, first with a fire investigator, then a panel of white-shirted chiefs, and finally, they sat at Chief Fogerson's desk for a conditional offer of employment. After all of this, congratulations, they were hired. The waiting was over, and on a cold January morning, the real training began. For the first time in Lubbock Fire Rescue history, we conducted a simultaneous certified and uncertified academy. The 12 certified firefighters seated over here embarked on a 6-week orientation, amassing over 240 hours of instruction, while the 16 uncertified individuals began a 22-week journey to earn both fire and medical certifications. The Texas Commission on Fire Protection Basic Structural Fire Cert requires a minimum of 480 contact hours, and our academy exceeded 520 hours. While completing their fire cert, they too obtained their EMT basic certification, comprised of over 240 hours of classroom and clinical rotations. Both groups learned how to be Lubbock firefighters with numerous hours of studying and test, bunker gear drills, live fire evolutions, medical scenarios, and everyone's favorite, PT with Captain Austin. To recruit Class 2024-1, you have chosen a path of service, bravery, and sacrifice. The journey to this day has been anything but easy for you. You have faced rigorous training both physically and mentally, and have proven yourselves capable of meeting the challenges that come with being a firefighter. Your decision to join the fire service is a testament to your character. It is a calling that requires a deep sense of duty and a heart full of compassion. You have pledged to run towards danger when others run away, to provide comfort and aid in times of crisis, and to stand as pillars of strength and support for those in need. This is not just a job, it's truly a calling that demands the best of you every single day. As you step into your roles as firefighters, remember that you're not alone. You're now part of a brotherhood that spans across the country and the world. Lean on your fellow firefighters, trust in your training, and always keep learning and growing. If there's a truth found with any firefighter, it is that we're always students, learning and growing in the pursuit to perfect our craft. There'll be days that test your resolve, days when the weight of the job feels heavy and the challenges seem overwhelming. In those moments, recall the passion that brought you here, the strength you have built along the way, and the support network around you. Know that every act of bravery, every moment of compassion, and every life you touch does make a difference. So as you don your badges tonight and take your place among the ranks of Lubbock Fire Rescue, carry with you the pride of your accomplishments and the honor of your new responsibilities. You are the future of firefighting, the protectors of our great community, and the embodiment of courage and dedication. I want to end with this. I would be very remiss if I did not mention the families and friends of Recruit Class 2024-1. Thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. Your role in their success cannot be overstated. You have been their rock, their motivation, and their source of strength along the way. The sacrifices each of you have already made and the ones you will likely make in the future have not gone unnoticed, and today we share this celebration with you. Congratulations, Recruit Academy 2024-1. May you have a safe, rewarding, and impactful career. Thank you.
Well, I've learned my lesson to go first because they both stole my thunder. So, before I introduce the next speakers, I do want to recognize my training staff. These guys have put in an immense amount of work over the last 22 weeks to make this evening possible. And you just heard Captain Tunnel talk about everything that the recruits have gone through, and I promise you, these guys work just as hard, if not harder, in order to make this successful. Like Chief Wilson said, it's been more than 20 years since we've had an academy like this, and it's the first time in history where we ran two academies at the same time with the certified and non-certified. We didn't have a playbook or a foundation to build this on. We had to kind of build it from scratch and kind of learn as we went, and these guys did a phenomenal job of getting that done. As a matter of fact, there are only 45 members left on the department that went through a traditional academy like this. And there's 430 of us right now, so 10% of the department that experienced this before. We had to split the academy between certified and non-certified recruits. Captain Austin and Lieutenant Solis, their primary responsibilities were to the certified class, and they knocked that out in the first 6 weeks of the academy. Captain Tunnel, Equipment Operator Wallace, and Firefighter Blake Ball, who could not be with us tonight, they had to focus on the non-certified. And 22 weeks later, we stand here tonight. If you would all stand up, Captain Travis Austin, Captain John Tunnel, Lieutenant Jake Solis, and EO Wallace. You guys did a fantastic job, and I could not be more proud of you than I am today. These gentlemen deserve all the credit for making this successful. I was over both academies, and I had the responsibility to make sure that it went right, but these guys did it. They did all the work, they put in the hours, and they did a great job. And like Chief Wilson said, 100% pass rate and a 90% average on the test. I couldn't ask for a better crew. It is my privilege to be the training chief and to work with each of you, and thank y'all for a job well done. Next, I'd like to bring up to the podium Firefighter Corbin Hensler and Firefighter Dawson Lorenko for the recruit address.
Hello, thank you all for being here tonight. I have the privilege of speaking on behalf of my class today. As I was thinking about what to write in my speech and who to thank, my first thought was to thank the first responder families. Being in a family dynamic like this one, where we have to leave every few days with the very real possibility of not coming home, it takes a very strong family to withstand those effects of being in that firefighter family. So my first thank you must go to y'all. Without a strong support systems, our efforts would be little to none. And thank you so much for being our support system and the people that we can rely on every day. We wouldn't have made it this far without y'all by our side. Secondly, I'd like to thank the training staff. Throughout rookie school, these men made it their personal mission to turn us into the professional and capable firemen that make up the Lubbock Fire Rescue. Even if it took some torture to get there, they took us under their wings and taught us everything that we were willing to learn to be successful in this career and this department. Also, my wife wanted me to give a special thank you to Captain Austin for shaving off the extra pounds she kept nagging at me about. Throughout rookie school, we learned many lessons, some on purpose and some due to our lack of intelligence. For instance, I personally learned that a 2.5 discharge to the face is not a good time. It turns out taking pressurized water down the throat kind of hurts. But with every mistake comes more knowledge to better ourselves in our career. Like I'm sure Kenny will refrain from the words jump ropes for the rest of his life. And Mark knows now that he does not have the fastest 100-meter dash. And some of us learned lessons more than just how to be a firefighter in Lubbock, but how to live on our own. King, I hope you learned how to properly cook chicken. And lastly, we learned to keep our crew close and our chainsaws closer. Yes, that's right, Coffee. I hope you learned how to clean your chainsaws to pass the white glove test, or 2 of them. In all seriousness, we learned so many important lessons and skills in those 6 weeks. We learned that firefighting really is a brotherhood, and that it takes a good team and a strong department to create those successful individuals. We also learned more about ourselves in those 6 weeks than some of us have ever learned in our entire lives, which is a long time for some of us. Frazier. We pushed ourselves and our limits daily to be here in hopes to wear Lubbock Fire across our backs. Being a part of Lubbock Fire Rescue is something many people dream of and not many people accomplish. For some people, like Gerner, it can even take 25 tries. To be here takes a lot of patience, preparation, attention to detail, and much more. It truly is an honor. I feel confident in saying that on behalf of my class, we are grateful for the opportunity to be here and are excited to see what the future holds. Thank you for your time.
That's a tough. I know. They saved the long-winded guy for last, so I'm going to have to summarize a little bit. Chief Wilson and Captain Tunnell, I did not read your mail, but your speech sounded a lot like mine. So I guess y'all know who I got trained by. But I really want to appreciate, man, y'all all being here tonight means a bunch, because I know there were some times that it was really trying on us and being away from our family and our friends. But I want y'all to know that y'all really, really were the rock behind pushing us to make it this far. So I really do appreciate y'all being here tonight to celebrate that. And I appreciate LFR for setting up this event in order for y'all to come and for us to celebrate together. So it's been over 20 years, since LFR has done a complete uncertified class, as we've learned, but this is just part of my speech. Although there were a few that had had a background in some fire and EMS, most of us came in from the civilian world with just a clean slate. We came from all different occupations. We had various tradesmen, we had some artists, agriculturalists, teachers, we had a social worker, students, Lizard, that was you, bud, and most importantly, we had a paint salesman. Today, now, we stand in front of you as certified firemen and EMTs. Now, the level of dedication that the training staff put into us is unmatched. I mean, their passion for this is unlike anything that you would ever see. And you can see that because, I mean, look at us. They took 16 of us that didn't know a garden hose from a fire hose, and look at us now. This training staff did that. So I want to thank their family for dedicating their time and giving up their husbands and their fathers to instill in us. That means a lot. I know that they robbed some time for y'all, but I really do appreciate you letting them be a part of our journey and allowing us to be successful tonight. And there was a lot of skills that we learned in the academy. As Dawson said, we learned them whether it was our fault or not, right? We learned forcible entry. We learned all about the apparatuses. I mean, basically everything from day one. We started with a clean slate and got to learn everything. But it was the non-firefighting skills that really set with me, I think. I learned that cookies are pretty much just equivalent to any actual currency around the training ground. So keep that feather in your hat. Also, half-price wings actually aren't half price. They advertise as such, but you will pay full for them, I promise. But the biggest thing is the brotherhood. So I came from a job where I worked by myself, and so it was a little bit of an adaptation to be able to come in here and be a part of a team. And now, coming in with these 15 other strangers, I'd give my life for every single one of them. And I feel like they would do the same for me, because that is what they've instilled in us, and that's what allows us to be successful in this field. So to the recruits, I want to say, we made it, boys. We made it. It was a long 22 weeks, but we made it. There were some trying times, but we pushed each other, and that's why we're all here this evening, because we instilled in each other, and we had each other's back. So I appreciate you guys. I know there were some times that I didn't know if I could push forward. I was struggling, man. But I could look to you guys, and you'd be smiling, and you'd give me a hard time, usually about my fanny pack or about my snacks. But that's what pushed me through, guys, so I really do appreciate that. And I'll leave you with this. Always ask if you can go higher, and if you can go higher, do it quickly.
Thank you both for that. At this time, we'll begin the presentation of badges and certificates to the recruit classes. Family members will call up one class at a time. We'll have them line up front, and then I'll call up the family members to pin their badges on. So we're going to start with the uncertified class of 2024-1. Firefighter Cameron Darby. Firefighter Zach Driver. Firefighter Jesse Dubose. Firefighter Dubose was also our class valedictorian with an average of 94.93. If you can. Firefighter Wes Hagler. Firefighter Corbin Hensler. Firefighter Zeth Hernandez. Firefighter Garrett Killow. Firefighter Heath Lowe. Firefighter Lowe is our salutatorian with an average of 94.34. Firefighter Landon Laura. Firefighter Tyler Lozano. Firefighter Jared Morgan. Firefighter Kincaid Ramsey. Firefighter Jesse Salazar. Firefighter Ryan Schneider. Firefighter Evan Tooley. Firefighter Jackson Zant. Family and friends of the non-certified class 2024-1, please come pin your firefighters. Non-certified class, please take your seat. We'll now begin the pinning of the certified recruits. Firefighter Trevor Browning. Firefighter Daniel Coffey. Firefighter Kyle Frazier. Firefighter Cade Gerner. Unable to be with us tonight is firefighter Alex Glass. Firefighter Sean King. Firefighter Dawson Lorenko. Firefighter Lorenko was the valedictorian of the certified class with an average of 96.32. Firefighter Hunter Mansky. Firefighter Ishmael Martinez. Firefighter Kenny Schutte. Firefighter Mark Wentling. Firefighter Cooper Wims. Family and friends of the certified class of 2024-1, please come pin your firefighters. Certified class 2024-1, please return to your seats. I'd like to ask both classes to stand. I'd like to introduce you to Interim Fire Chief, Chief Rob Canist, who will do the oath of office and the ringing in of class 2024-1.
Gentlemen, congratulations. I'd like you to repeat after me. Raise your right hand. I state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Texas, and faithfully discharge the duties of probationary firefighter for the city of Lubbock, Texas, to the best of my judgment and ability, so help me God. Thank you. Firefighters have always been summoned to an emergency by an alarm. The first firefighters were signaled by the ringing of a bell that would sound throughout the community. With the invention of the telegraph, the alarm was changed to a series of bells that would ring in the fire station. This series of bells could tell firefighters important information, such as the location of a fire or other fire department news. The ringing of the signal 10-8 has long been the traditional alarm to let firefighters know that a unit is in service and available to respond. We will now ring in class 2024-1. Class 2024-1, congratulations. Recruits, please take your seats. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. A monumental time in not only the lives of these recruits, but for their family members also. Just in the past few months, I had 2 fellow firefighters from my rookie class walk into my office and tell me they were ready to retire. And instantly, those memories of my rookie school for both those firefighters and myself were there at a moment's notice. And it will be the same for these recruits. Before you know it, 20 to 30 years will pass by, and you won't believe that you're there. It is such a rewarding career. Stop and enjoy the ride, work hard. This is definitely a career that you will be so happy you have chosen. I want to thank our mayor, our city council members, and our city management for your continued support of Lubbock Fire Rescue and public safety. For our honor guard, as always, an excellent performance. I want to thank each of you for volunteering to be a part of this very important time. For retirees, I see some here tonight, and I want to thank you for making this department what it is today. This is truly a historical time for our department. It has been over 20 years since we conducted our own academy. And for this academy, our training staff had 2 different classes of 6 and 22 weeks each to prepare for. The training staff performed to the highest level of professionalism and prepared these recruits to pass their exams and embark on a career in firefighting. Thank you for your dedication. For the families of these men, I know this time was not easy for you. Many evenings and weekends were lost so that they could study and prepare for the next day's challenges. Thank you so much for supporting them. They would not be here tonight without it. I welcome you to the Lubbock Fire Rescue family, for this department truly is a family. To the men of this recruit class, you have learned personal skills above and beyond the technical skills that will help you your entire career and beyond. Teamwork, leadership, discipline, attention to detail, putting others' needs before your own, work ethic, and what it means to put on the uniform as a Lubbock firefighter. By using these skills, you have worked as a team, met all the requirements and challenges to graduate, earned the right to be on this stage tonight, and be welcomed into our family. This is not something to take lightly. You should be very proud of your accomplishments and be prepared to uphold the honor of Lubbock Fire Rescue for your entire career. I congratulate each of you and am honored to share this profession with you. The saying is, find a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. This is truly a career where that statement rings true. You will form lifelong bonds, and the camaraderie you enjoy will make the fire station feel like home. As you embark on this profession, I want you to remember the passion that you feel right now, and I want you to keep that passion alive throughout your career. You truly are in the driver's seat for where your career takes you. That may be one of our specialty teams, promoting into leadership positions, pursuing further education and training, or being the most knowledgeable and respected expert in your position. You must continue to grow, both personally and professionally. You are the future leaders of Lubbock Fire Rescue. I depend on you to complete our most important mission, protecting the lives and property of the citizens we serve. Service is a very important part of that mission. Never ever forget the citizens that look to us to be the problem solvers on what may be the absolute worst day of their lives. We serve our citizens 24/7. Never take that responsibility for granted. I challenge each of you to have a career that when you retire in 20 to 30 years, you'll be proud that you have left this department much better than you found it. Congratulations to each of you and to your families. And I want to thank everyone again for joining us tonight. Class 2024-1, you are welcomed into the Lubbock Fire Rescue family. You are dismissed. That concludes our ceremonies for this evening. Please stay and enjoy refreshments with us in the lobby. Thank you.